Hiya, hiya, everyone. No, have a nice death. I really hate getting this game on the roguelike roulette. At least we haven't played this game in like a month.
Welcome to the afterlife.
Don't hand. Oh, 75%. Isn't that max? Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Oh, it's a bastard be so kind. What am I gonna yap about today? I don't know. Oh, I would like the parasol. I know it's not good, but I would like the parasol. Why? Are you asking for yet another packet of Post-its? I just gave you 50 of them. But, I used them to note down my ideas for the internship report. Internship. Oh, internship. Ideas, sure. Last time you and Patrick used up the whole stack on his rainy day confetti scrapbooking project. I'm not going to waste them. Promise. Actually, could I take the ones you have on you? What's wrong with you? Hands off my cauldron. Oh, I just realised it's a case. Aww. Oh, that's so cute. Oh yeah, get dripped. Get dripped off. Get dripped. Get dripped. You say it's drip because it's rainwater. Yeah, get dripped on. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. That one seems good. I guess I'm gonna get about Spider-Man 2, I guess. I don't know. Dynamite is always one of the best options to pick, by the way. It carries you through late game. What is this anyway? Oh! Sounds serious. Yeah, okay. So, I just don't like Spider-Man 2, I'm gonna be honest. It still annoys me to this day. I know, like, some people would say, the game came out like 2 years ago, why are you annoyed? If like, we would have had free DLC if it was, you know, the Insomniac Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1. There's just so many features that were moved that just make the game, like, so much worse to play. And it's like, well, you can't play the original game now, because, like, oh, they improved swinging and, like, movement so much, and they added an entire new area. It's like, yeah. Do you understand the dilemma of this game? It should have been way better than it is, but now we have to wait till Insomniac Spider-Man 3 to be able to get, like, potentially a much better game. Like, do you understand the predicament? We have to wait for the next game in the series to potentially get, you know, all the features from 2 that we missed up, that we didn't get. Like, isn't that ridiculous? Like, okay, let's name a couple, Number 1, we didn't get the social media system that added more depth to the world. It made it way more fun to be in. We didn't get the suit powers that make getting suits more rewarding than just, oh look, you got a suit. Because, well, we have to highlight the Venom powers, so therefore you can't have other suits, because what if there's no, like craziness, like, evil aspect to the Venom symbiote, unless, I would like more equipment. More prismium could be good. No, we need other equipment. Because, like, even if you say it to, like, the lower end stuff, it's like those 2 features are already really annoying. Also, you can't really customize Peter or Miles. In Peter's first game, you had, like, 3, like, layers of customization. You had, like, you had the suit powers, which were a great customization feature. Wait, huh? What's that? Don't know. But you have like the suit mods, which allow you to add like 3 little upgrades, and then you have like I think if I am remembering right, I might not be remembering exactly right, but I'm probably remembering mostly right. Like visor mods that would add like small little things that affect the way you see the game. Miles get the visor mods, if I remember right, and it's just some of the suit mods was transferred into that. That's a fine change, I'm gonna be honest. It's a bit annoying, but it's a fine change, especially considering Miles was supposed to be like DLC, and then they made it into a proper game. But thankfully they improved a lot of features, so. At the end of the day, it was pretty good. And usually you can get Miles, if you get Miles, you get like the entire original game as well, which is pretty nice overall. You get the remaster version. It has its own features, its own little glitches and stuff, but... Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we definitely can't go Fanager. So equipment. Just a bit with me. So yeah, there's that. Now there are a couple aspects of the game that like I think are good. Again, the new map, there's better swinging, but realistically all the game really has is the better swinging. Because if we're being like truly one-to-one, like genuinely the Venom like super transformation thing could have been just a regular suit mod in a game. Like, why did they pick like, oh well, Venom's a great guy and like we're gonna make him into like his ultimate villain and then it's gonna be all fun, and it's like, then we had like the Venom game potentially, and it's like, well, Insomniac Spider-Man 2 didn't do, you know, really as well as we wanted it to do. We wanted it to like triple, quadruple the money that we got back. And it's like, well, you got the money back, why are you not happy that you just made a good game? Well, you know, we got leaked and everything, like we, you know, yes, I'm sad for the people who, you know, have gotten hurt by that, but you can't blame, you know, you can't be like, oh well, you know, we didn't get New Game Plus out because of that, like we were gonna get New Game Plus, you know, a couple months in, and it's like, shut up, like you should have had New Game Plus from the beginning, you know? You know how much of a cool feature that is to installing it Spider-Man time. Like, you know that's a good feature. Yeah, instead of choosing to keep the feature in, they were just like, nah, it'll be fine. If we remove the feature, then we can have more time to put more MJ missions in it. But the first MJ mission was like the best MJ mission. It was long enough that on repeat playthroughs you get the full no, that's awful. You never want that. Like, I just think that in general, there is no real reason to remove a lot of the features, and especially when they had the gall to call it like, oh, this game's going gold, guys, it's finished. It's like, well, there's a ton of stuff wrong with like, oh, I would like display more. Nah. That's good for basic enemies, not good for bosses. So let's just grab that. No. I just think that in general, that like that's just the gameplay part of things. There's so many problems with like the story that just are annoying. Like Miles not like, you know, being with the teacher and like taking like an L to like help Peter out and be like, oh yeah, he was helping me the whole time. Like I was worried about my mother, like a mayor of Harlem or whatever, so I went go running. Like, why not take the L? Like, Miles already was like, oh, could you help me in the bathroom? And Peter was like, oh, okay, sure. So, like, Miles isn't opposed to taking an L, but he doesn't say anything to the teacher to be like, oh, he was helping me. Like, just take the L, Miles, and then Peter can potentially keep a job. But no, don't help him out, you know. Like, they're supposed to be spider people together. It's similar to the idea where Peter's like, well, I gotta get a good life balance, and to do so, I'm gonna have to quit being Spider-Man for a while. And it's like, so Miles is gonna have a bad life balance? Like, can't you just like be like, oh yeah, I'll be a Spider-Man on Mondays, Miles, you can pick, and like, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays as like my main thing, and then you can take Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, or something. Like, have Peter take another day, or have a day where they're both on the prowl, like, being like, oh yeah, let's catch back up, like, make sure that we're good, like, both taking Saturdays as an example, right? But instead of doing that, they're just like, well, one of us got to quit for a while before coming back, you know, presumably between, like, the next mini-game or, like, on the proper third title. I'm so unbelievably bored, so next time I cross paths with Pump. Don't go anywhere near my intern! He's so protective of Pump. I'm such an idiot. Anyway. Oh. Not losing to Brad. I'm not losing to Brad. Stay away. Got it. Yeah. You'll find out what suffering really is. I love my intern Pomp. He's so innocent. Like, I don't know. Like, this is someone who like tried to play like New Game Plus of Spider-Man 2 and just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I'm gonna be entirely one-to-one. I just could not do it. genuinely, I couldn't do it. I just got to like halfway through the game and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I genuinely don't like playing the game. Like, it's good when you first play it through and you're like, okay, gotta get to the next scene. Maybe they're gonna do something interesting with Venom. And they just never really do at the end of the day. They just never really do it. We're not really going for a build, are we? But I guess red would be best. Like, I don't know. Like, do y'all feel similar? That the game just isn't really good? Because I think it could have been vastly improved by just like adding a couple features, really. Again, just add in the features that we had in the first two games, and the game would feel way more fun to play, because, again, I didn't get any suits for like a long portion of the game outside of the purple suit, which the game basically forces you to get. And again, they're not suit alts, they're colour alts. That is like one of my most irritated parts of the entire game, by the way. I hate they call it suit alt. It is not a suit alt, it is a colour alt. If it was a suit alt, it would be, oh, this is Superior Spider-Man suit, so we're gonna have all the Superior Spider-Man suits. And it's just all the suit alts of that. Take a base idea and then create suit alts of that. Be like, oh, here's, you know, the classic Spider-Man skin, and then you can take like classic skins of like different versions of Spider-Man. There is nothing inherently wrong with just picking interesting suits and being like, okay, here's a bunch of suits. The Moon Knight suit is a good example of this, right? Have one be a Spider-Man Mr. Knight crossover. Have one be like, I don't know, one from the show or something, I don't know. But you get my point. You don't necessarily need to have the suit alt be a colour alt. It has to be, you can have a couple just colour alts, like, you know, Webman, that's a good one. But it's just the problem with a lot of those suit alts is two good ones, or like alright ones, and then one that's usually not really as good. Like, you don't really have a lot of suits in the game that everyone can agree on. Oh yeah, all these suit alts are great. There are like a couple in the game, and there's not many of them. You can tell the ones that really work well with the idea of a colour alt, but a lot of them are just, oh, referencing another suit that already exists, or, you know, referencing something that makes sense to reference. Like, the animated, like, design, colours of the Venom suit, of the classic Venom suit. That's a really good suit alt colour. Like, that's a really good one. But there are so little that are actively, I think that, like, the O slot is, like, good for basic gameplay. This is a really good finish off enemies quick suit collection. No. Give me this gift, this will be my little treat of the day. Like, that's just a problem with the game, is a lot of the features that made the first two games really good aren't present. Look at the web gadgets. The web gadgets are like a really good example of this. Is like, so that fills me to full. Am I that low down now? This one, relaxation area. So vitamin mana department, I guess. Like, again, the problem with the game is that inherently a lot of the features from the first few games that made the game so fun to play aren't present. And Black Cat is an issue to an extent as well, because she's like, oh, I can only teleport so far. Oh, no, not that. That's a stupid, like, little game issue. That probably isn't like an issue storyline-wise, it's just she don't want to do it. There were a ton of issues storyline-wise, or like Black Cat is like, oh, well, I'm going to Paris to go with my girlfriend. It's like, why does nobody think, why is the correct option is, oh yeah, that's obviously not a lie. It's like, no, that's obviously a lie. What are you doing, Spider-Man? Why do you, Miles, why do you believe that's not a lie? Why is the correct answer is, that's not a lie. She must be going with her girlfriend. It's like, that could genuinely be a lie. She lied about being pregnant with Peter's child and, like, having the child. She actively lied about having Peter's kid. Like, why is lying about, you know, having a girlfriend throw out the question? That's what annoys me. Is it because she's a lesbian? Like, is that the reason why? Like, why would you lie about being bi, effectively? Because otherwise, like, why would you be dating Peter? That would make it an even worse lie. Like, obviously that's not the reason, because that's a terrible reasoning. So it's just the character's making out of, like, an out-of-universe decision that in-universe is a really stupid decision. If that makes sense. Like, it's a stupid decision because she could be lying. Not that she is, but she could be lying. Me, when I get the health regen upgrade with consuming an anima, and then it's like, now if you destroy a Steely, you'll be poisoned. And it's like, well, the poison is probably going to do more damage than the healing will give me. That's kind of my issue and, like, problem with the game to an extent. Is a lot of the options that the Spider-Man do either makes them feel less connected. Like, yes, when Venom is out and about, Peter should act a little bit worse to Miles, but that doesn't mean anything. At the end of the day, why is Peter acting worse to Miles? Well, it's because the Venom symbiote will make him slightly angry, and it's like, well, Peter and Miles don't really act, you know, like, bad to each other in any way. Like, Miles literally almost gets a bunch of civilian lives killed, and Peter goes, well, I don't want to tear him up about it, and it's like, why not? Why can't you be mean at this one particular moment to show the symbiote isn't the only thing that can make people angry or mean? MJ is a notable example of this, because without, like, you know, when the Venom symbiote comes out and, like, acts even slightly bad, she tries tasing it, and it's like, why can't she even believe slightly that this is Peter? Why does she have to immediately think, oh yeah, Peter's not just having, like, a bad day or something, or just, like, you know, just got out of sleep and is a bit groggy, so he's making worse decisions. Or maybe he's acting reckless using the power of his new suit. Oh yeah, we have to make it so the Venom symbiote tries to kill people, because because then there's no nuance to the decision. There's no real nuance. Okay, I'm just gonna start using lightning rod. Like, MJ literally tries to tase the symbiote, which you have to, for that to make sense as a decision that MJ does, you have to believe, one, the symbiote is actually evil. Two, you have to believe it is fully sentient and has no issues with what it's doing. Like, you have to literally believe that it is not purposely hurting people. Mind you, Peter, in-game, can bounce people off the road, which should, if they land on their head especially, should just instantly kill them. There's more blue stuff. There's no choice, sir. You're confusing me. Well, I use enemies a lot in combat. I don't really want a negative thing that is going to affect me when I'm already likely losing health. It was the best option of the two, but I would just rather not deal with it. That was stupid. I just think that in general, the aspects of the game that are present in Spider-Man 2 just are so underwhelming because, well, Sony was rushing them, and like, they had more middle management people, and like, the virus, I guess, or whatever. But it's just like, so irritating as like, well, we're giving reasons for why the game should be bad, and it's like, can you make like a director's cut or something of the game? You know, and like charge maybe 40 for it if you've got the original game or something, because like the game could potentially be like a couple more hours long. Like, it'll be another 10 hours long. Yeah? No, you're never gonna do that? Okay, so Insomniac's Venom game is ruined to an aspect. That's great. Because when Spider-Man 3 comes out, there would be no reason to ever play it. That's the issue. There's no reason to go out of your way to play the second game if the third game includes like all the things I wanted from the first game, like impact webs, like the big sound blast webs. This is recovery that sure to surprise him. And that's my big problem with the game. Impact webs, trip mines, sound blast webs, they're all really gone, which takes away so much like aspect of fun to the game, that if the third game improves upon all the aspects the second game was bad for, there will be no reason to play the second game. we're likely going to have a reason why Peter loses anti-venom, or Peter's going to keep anti-venom and the suit power, and if you then gain options to change your suit powers, you can understand why that's an issue. In the first game, to our knowledge, Peter gains fire powers. You know, that's why it's fun to play the game. In the second game, you gain the web wings, the transversal methods that are like a bit more fun to use, and you gain like the symbiote rush and the symbiote powers. If we lose the web arm and stuff, that won't make any sense. Why did Peter lose it? That's an actual main story based thing. Speaking of the web arms, why didn't Peter use the web arms to help him lift the roller coaster, which Peter should be able to do with his normal strength anyway? It's not the problem the game nerfed him, it's the game nerfed him to an aspect for story reasons, so Harry would be useful there, and then nerfs his intelligence so that he doesn't use the spider arms, which should have compensated if he was feeling weaker due to some mental reason or whatever. Or, if he was doing too much at once, was getting tired from it. Like, okay, so let's assume his adrenaline doesn't kick in to try and save these people, and instead he can't do anything, he can't lift it, just use the web arms. It would give you bonus structuring, and if you're going to say the web would break, why is he making weaker webs? That's a machine-based thing. Is he giving it worse resources? Peter should be using as many webs to stabilize the roller coaster as he can. Which, I'd like to remind you, the web arms can shoot webs. So simply use the web arms to, actually create some structural density to underneath the roller coaster so you can pull it in or stabilize it. Then you can take people out. Peter does none of these options and instead just seeks to let the people die, which Peter shouldn't do. He should be doing everything in his power to save those people, yet doesn't. And you can't say, well, he's not thinking, because that's stupid. Also, Miles should have been there, realistically speaking, and I don't even remember what Miles' reason is for not being there. The Mysterium stuff? It's not that, because that doesn't really make sense as a reason why Miles wouldn't want to, be there still for Harley. I remembered it, by the way. I remembered the name. Like, he should be there for Haley, whatever, but chooses not to. Anyway, well, if I've seen Goshen packing once, I've seen him packing at least 5 times. Oh gosh, packing once. I've seen him packing at least 5 times. That's for you? I don't know anymore. I've lost count. Come on then, let's sing your stupid song and be done with it once and for all. Ninja Turtles, Ninja Bagger, Ninja Turtles, Ninja Bagger, Kawadonga. Whoa, that was sick. And it has now become an endurance test. Oh, dang it! The powerful, like, having a stun ability is really knocking off my game. Come on! The regeneration doesn't take care of pure health. Okay, there we are. Oh god, no. Silence! No songs. But you didn't even let me finish the chorus. Well, let's agree on one thing. From now on, whenever your program instructs you to sing something, quell the urge or I'll quell you. Understood? That one random viewer popping in to do this thing. Okay. Oh, bleed. Oh, that'll be good. Transfer. Wait, what? Oh, gain trans. I thought it said transfer, and I was like, wait, what? Would be dash? Can't parry. I don't want to hit one. Spell song. Effect when using a spell. That could be good. So it's really only bleed, which is just poison to an effect. Well, every time you hit, it's poison, but same thing. Or spell sing. I do use spells a lot. I'm not sure how much damage the explosions do. They might do like a little bit. They might do a lot. I don't know. Basically, it's picking a sustained, well, this will be alright, versus picking a, well, this could be potentially bad. Especially considering that, like, how lightning works is you have to be very close to your opponent. I'm not sure if, like, the explosions going off around me are going to be too far away. I don't know. I think I'll go with bleed. Does this count as scythe? It says attacks. Not like attack singular, like attack with a scythe. It does say scything attack. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Bleed? Never personally. My first turn, it's thick, I'll have you know. Like, I don't know. It's just an aspect of Spider-Man 2 that I think is good, but it's like, I'm always like back and forth. Sometimes I think it's a good game, and then like the 80% of the time I think, why do I think this game's good? You don't need that right now. Well, we do. It's good because it has venom in it, but outside of that I don't really like it. Okay, with addictions you're mainly dealing with a terrible end boss, and with physical illnesses I feel like it's a bit easier, so I'm gonna pick that one. Again, we're not really going on a proper build at the moment. And I could genuinely take away the lightning at any point, I wouldn't mind. Anyway, we're standing in the middle of a very unusual physical illness department. I can see some of you have taken the precaution of putting on your face masks. Please feel free to remove them or you'll be missing out on a large part of the experience. You need to be able to fully bask in the aroma of the surroundings. Besides, it's not like your masks are much good here. Watch out, don't step on the body lofts. Haha. You just really annoyed me there. I don't know. Like, the MJ missions, I feel the first one's fine, the second one damages, like, MJ's characterization because she's a reporter, she's supposed to see the good in things, and yet she doesn't see the good in Venom, You know, he's actively he's not just like actively just killing anyone on the street. He's certain people that are going after him, or the people that Peter loves, and it's like, okay, so why is that a problem, MJ? Like, why do you have an issue with this? But he's killing people. Yeah, and Peter's killing people to some extent, because, you know, people normally can't survive a head injury where they bounce off the ground, you know? And it's just another case of like, oh, well, Venom's just an evil character. He's just evil. There's no nuance to it. He's just evil. I don't get why you guys are trying to say that he's not just evil. He is the most evil Spider-Man villain ever, and there's no redeeming aspect to him. It's not like Green Goblin, where like the Raimi trilogy have the split personality stuff. No. Green Goblin is understandable to some extent. He has an evil persona to him that therefore is on some aspect a part of him, you know. You're gonna go solitary. I think our cloak is like, at this point we've gotten like a very B tier, like you know, extra stuff, so I think I'd rather go a B tier than getting something D tier. But yeah, I did like, Venom either counts as an animal or counts as like a baby. Or is just very, you know, like has the wrong ideals, and like Resident Alien is a good example of a show that shows like, oh yeah, this guy who is like technically like started off as evil to what humans would consider, because he had no emotions and then therefore didn't really care about killing people, has grown into a person that cares about what people think to an extent. That's a good example of like how to do a Venom story right. You have Venom start off uncaring, but the more time he spends with Peter, he gains emotion, he starts caring more and more and more. That makes sense as like characterization, it makes sense as like something that works, and like I could imagine that works very well in a story that's written very, you know, well. I think this is better. Slightly better, but it's better. Gives me a lot less movement, but a little bit more capability. I need to learn how to do the intriguing force better. Problem is, a lot of them are like, don't take damage, so it's like you could get a prismium, or you could get absolutely nothing. Maybe it was a better combo, the other option. much would 25% give me? Okay, let's do some calculations. Here's my calculator. Okay, 155 divided by 100. I'll put some brackets. And then times 25. So it gains 38.75 life points. I think that's justified, but okay, shut up. I really want to try out this, I'm gonna be honest. The extra life boss would be good since healing is percentage based. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna be intelligent here. We're gonna try and go for more damage. It's almost like you're back to your old self. Okay. Oh. Ah! Yeah, we should have gone for the life force. I don't know. Like, I think Miles should have been reprimanded, even just like 1 or 2 times in the game, for options that he made that were stupid in retrospect. Like, why? Okay, I get maybe telling, Ganke about your stuff, but the story implies that Miles is the one who told him about Peter's secret identity, which is kind of a D move. Like, it's not. Okay, haha, don't worry Peter, he is fine. It's like, Peter should have been able to make that decision, Miles. And it's like, well, I kinda would have worked it out anyway, and it's like, yes, but you would have had to work it out. It's like thinking out of the box versus thinking in the box sort of situation. Like, yes, you could have figured it out, but would you have figured it out? You couldn't be intelligent enough to figure something out, but you might not figure it out still. Yeah, I don't. Maybe if I can increase the damage somehow a bit more, but I don't know. And yes, that is a heartbeat in the background. It is a massive heart. Going back towards the heart, so I can get the stuff at the other end, so I can get a little bit more resources, so I can feel a bit stronger. Like, I think the problem is in a Venom story, you have to have the idea towards the audience that the character could say these things, but in the story, it's even what like wrote off as that, well, the symbiote is the only reason you said that. You're missing the entire point of the Venom storyline. When Peter can be pushed towards this aspect, this is how his character should be. He shouldn't just have to cry about, like, Aunt May dying years and years ago at, like, a moment where it's like, well, I can finally talk about it. It's like, you've been talking, Peter, like Miles clearly states, you've been talking about, is Peter never supposed to move on? I get you're supposed to be sad about that sort of thing for a couple of years, but, like, cry about it after the important stuff is over. Don't cry about it in the moment. Cry about it when the important stuff is over. I'm not sure if I can take enough manager. Cry about it after the whole Venom situation is over, then cry about Aunt May. Miles going up to him and being like, well, I haven't talked to you about Aunt May in a while, and it's like, you shouldn't need to always bring up something dying. People can choose to forget something, and it shouldn't be an aspect that is just forever in someone's mind and they have to cry about it every so often. People should be able to move on, and I feel like it's a bad story perspective to be like, Peter can't move on. Peter should have moved on by going all the lives that were saved. And Aunt May wouldn't want Peter to make a decision like that and, you know, effectively save her to kill hundreds of people. She wouldn't want that, so Peter being on about it for years and years after doesn't feel like Peter's personality. Peter should be able to move on. How am I supposed to get into that? Does that use like a long range weapon of some sort? I'm trying to dash my way in, if you're wondering what I'm doing. No. No, okay. I'm thinking about getting Stardew Valley. It's been one of those games that have just been in the back of my mind for a while. And I'm playing on the channel, of course, obviously. Boss area? Or mini boss at something, really. I guess. Oh, okay. Okay, same kind of damage. Yeah, how about any upgrade points then? Is that the same level? So that one has a cooldown. Ooh. So this does less damage. I think this is per lightning bolt though. Okay, what does that say? Shoot 2 fireworks into the sky, dealing damage with their colourful sparks. Okay, let's go with Wizard Belt. That way we can keep up ground damage, I guess. And let's go to the control room so you can get this weapon fully upgraded, which I think is probably the best aspect to try and go towards, rather than getting like another, you know, potential curse. Oh, I should have read that. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. That's actually dreadful for us. That is awful. I should have read the number. I thought it was like 140. Wait, what? Na 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 na. Oh, boss. Well, wow, you look really cross. I'm worried, Grin. Very worried. What exactly do you think you're doing here right now? All of us colleagues are putting together The Little Mermaid, and I just offered to go ask Mr. Crank and... Stop. Stop! I don't know how to do that word in this voice. Like, stop! Stop. I know what you're up to, and I'm putting a stop to it. There's no way you're asking Crank to do that. It will create issues. Oh, but boss! Oh, but boss! Why? Oh, I speak too fast. Why? I've been looking forward to the show so much, and I've been taking sing lessons especially for this, and Mrs. Revenant is making me a really gorgeous costume. It'd be such a shame to cancel it now. I'm going to dote on you just a little bit. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'll go ask him. Leave talking to the Soros to me, Quinn. You go focus on other things. Thanks, boss. You're the best. I know. The musical is being run by lunatics. There's no way I'm taking part in this farce. I am not a crab. I am cancer. Tell that to your deaf employees. I defecate on them. Okay. The rumour got around faster than anticipated. A bit ironic given the situation. However, I hate when anyone insults my employees. Well, you know, so you know the consequences. Okay, second phase. Oh God! I think it would be nice to play Stardew, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. I'm not a sidekick. I want a better role. Oh, for crying out loud. Don't get me started on your responsibilities as a solo Hector. Musical or not, you need to get it together. And I don't want to hear you cursing like a sailor anymore. That went a lot better than I thought it would. Rapidly consume... Wait, what? An animus. An animus. An animus. Retaliate. Okay, okay. So how does this work? Oh, I can get both of them. I I assume. I think this is the better option, potentially, but I think I'm going to get this off more. Milk, aged, and a lemon. Let's really hope we get both of them. Let's really hope we get both of them. Also, that's really cool, but like, this is just so good. And don't forget, I'm not responsible for your failures. Yes, you are. Okay, natural disasters, let's go! Okay, this is the hardest part of the game for me at the moment. And I need this to start progress. I'm pretty sure. Has everyone remembered to pack their travel size sunscreen? And their laminate? Pay attention. As I already explained to you in the elevator. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! If you don't slap yourself in sunscreen and stay hydrated, the department fire unit will try to fire you like a pancake. Oh, and on that note, a pancake has much thicker to see, so if you're always squishy to the touch, you won't notice much improvement. But look, a truly rare phenomenon in this company. And moving in here. Did I pick the right one? I think I picked the right one. Sorry, I've just seen this one so many times and so many losses. I'm getting confused. It definitely is. I'll know when I see the water hurricane one. I'm sure that I didn't pick the wrong one. Sorry if it's blocking for a minute. Clocking in, clocking in, clocking in. I also love the music here, it's really good. Woo! Nice, anti-penalty. Oh no, he's gone stun mode, he's gone stun mode. Okay, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Yeah, definitely the right area. Okay. Basically, I've gotten to the boss of this area, but the boss just kills me. Like, I have not been able to survive long enough to be able to win this one. Mostly just due to this area here just killing me off, basically. This is the best way to explain it. Like, this area is, like, by far one of the hardest in the game. And it's just gaining familiarity with all the enemies that is what kills you. It's not, the game is really difficult, it is learning the different enemies and how they move and how they work is tricky one. Learning their dodge times, learning the times to like evade them. It's like an Elden Ring, you gotta learn how to dodge an enemy before you can beat it. Anyway. 2 anti-penalties, okay. Take curses, got it. And this again saying I haven't taken enough yet. I also picked like a terrible option because I took a gamble instead of going to the shop to potentially get some food. Like, I'm taking, like, items I consider, like, C tier, and it's like, I'm doing a good amount of damage. I'm not sure if it's the explosions or what, but I'm doing a good... Oh, okay, thanks, James. Really, thanks. Fair damage. Well, thanks anyway. Oh yeah, I'm the Punisher. I'm gonna create a pun on you. Okay. Did we seriously not even get like a prisoner? That's annoying. I don't know. I think a big problem with like Spider-Man 2 is that the story just feels like it's too fast. It feels like, you know, that it's 20 hours, you should be able to get a lot of storytelling done in that amount of hours, but it feels like the game can't in a weird way. Also, secret. Oh, the Slay Gore. Okay, we gotta go with it. Might be a stupid idea, but it's a legendary. It does more damage than the other one. Gotta make sure to do it in the air. No, 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 no more standing proud. No more standing proud. No more standing proud. Okay, we killed that guy fast enough. Got a good health level. They took a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Okay, let's not go with the Fanager. Let's not go with the Fanager. Let's go for the shop. Because we are at a good health level. We do not need to deal with a new threat. We just need to win. We just need to win. Man of the hour. Got my car spin. A shop, no devour. Come on. Do 10 pure heal. We don't need that. Permanently gain +1 max mana. The cloak could be good. Okay, unbeatable could be good, but I think... Oh, Cloak of the Gods. I don't know. Here's the option that really is going to do us in. It's either going to do us in great. I think Retaliate any given Sunday is just too mid to be good, personally speaking. I think the pure heal isn't worth it at this point in the game. I think the unbeatable, it's either unbeatable or Cloak of the Gods, and I think unbeatable is going to be better. Even though, like, it's this upgrade. Wait, what? Oh, it's this one. Okay. That must mean it's, like, at least a little bit good, right? I mean, it's going to be good, like, over time. Okay, let's go HR office, so shower. Hopefully we can get the cauldron. I feel like Miles is an afterthought in Spider-Man 2. It's a weird way to say, but I know it's like really mean to say as well, but like... I think it's true. Personally speaking, at least. I feel it's very true, and that's what annoys me. It's not that I love Miles either. It's like, I think Miles is a good character. I just don't really think, like... I think Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse do him justice. I think... Which, by the way, I'd like to mention, the movie isn't 20 hours long. Like, yes, there are gameplay to it, but me saying 20 hours long is... Wait, what? I don't want that. Okay, we're gonna have to just go inflation. Just want more damage. Nullify. To be honest, nothing could astonish me at this point. We might get one more maybe, but we're probably not. And we get the vault as the final floor. We really wanted a control room. Oh, I meant to click this on. Oops. Hopefully that doesn't do me in. I'm going to stop myself before hitting that guy. Yeah, we have to do the gates because it's a locked thing, you know. There we are, it's gone. Why am I not taking damage? That's what I'm wondering. I seem not to be taking damage. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. Okay, I need to lock in, so I'm gonna shut up. 4,416 ecological disasters since 2001. Over 8,000. Do you realize how much chaos that causes for me to deal with? If you're now looking at 2001 onwards, you'll see I've been showing restraint. If you really want to see chaos, go back to see the dinosaurs. The crumbling Tannis project is over and done with, Cassine. That is not what concerns me. Go, my big axe! That did nothing. Okay, of course when you have a legendary armor, this does not seem as hard as it once was. I know where you are, Kathleen. My bleed tells me exactly where you are! Kakaboom! He can't know where I am. Have some of my clones. Now, kakaboom! Now, kakaboom! The game off the equals to it. I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! That was awful, by the way. You got down on your P's and begged me to help you get rid of the dinosaurs then. If you remember. On my knees? Oh no. You must be confusing me with someone else. And you know why? Because I don't have any knees. So they've been doing like a crying thing then. I don't like the fact the game is giving more health. That makes me think there's going to be more levels after this one. Periodic gains a pure heal of 5. Ho 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 ho. That's a rather odd choice. Oh, what do you say? I can now use weight and gain all my health back. Yo, I can yap to win. Yo, I can yap to win. Yo, I can yap to win. Oh yeah, so my problem with MJ is that, like, even though she's a journalist, she just uses to zap the symbiote. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it does work. It does work. Inevitable time to pass. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, we are healing our ass back up. We are healing our ass back up. We are healing our ass back up. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, we are waiting. We are shaking our tiddly tums. So yeah, I just think that MJ in the game is annoying, especially because you can't skip her missions. They're not the most fun part of the game. There's no upgrade path. You can't swap her skins to like other MJs or anything. So it's not fun. The Halo mission is at least a side quest. All the MJ missions aren't in side quests. They're in the main story. That's a problem because it means that any time that you are going to go through the game, you're not in particular going to be getting that much like more fun with MJ. Like on your first replay of the game, you're going to be like, oh, the MJ missions, the first one's fun, the second one's alright, the third one's there. At least the third one has some actual like plot necessity to be there. The second one only exists so that Peter goes into Craven's camp, you know, because he's captured, which therefore leads to Martin Lee, which therefore leads to Anti-Venom, and it leads to Venom just being like, oh, Peter, you shouldn't be with your friends. And that's it. It's not really justified because it's just kind of weird. Excuse me, can I have your attention, please? Thank you, sorry. Okay, listen up, thank you. Right, let's sync our smartphone clocks, it's very important, or our watches for those that have them. I make it at 2:28 PM. Everyone got that? That's not the time. It's really important we all have the same time. What? Why? Well, I'm guessing that you don't want to get swallowed up by a quantum aberration, or worse, a temporal paradox. What's a quantum aberration? What's a temporal paradox, I hear you ask? Well, okay. I forgot about this area. I haven't been in this area. I've been in this area once, I think, if I remember right. So if you're wondering why I sound very scared, it's because this area is quite a bit difficult. This person will help me greatly. Anime has now become a in-fight mechanic. If you're wondering why I said it like that, well, you will see. I want to have all the anime I can get my hands on. All the health. Guess we all. Our equipment is lovely. Take, oh, why would Craven go after Black Cat? I just realising that. I definitely didn't run out of conversation topics, and that's why I shut up. But like, one of the things is that why Black Cat's even involved in the game is that Craven's goons are going after her. What challenges Black Cat? Mind you, he's also going after like Spider-Man and stuff as well. Yeah, we're definitely waiting a while. So I'm going to yap about that. It makes no sense to go after Black Cat in general because it's a stupid point, but like, why would you go after Black Cat willingly? It makes no general sense because why would you go after Black Cat? You know? She's effectively just a regular human. Sometimes she has a super soldier serum. But she's a regular human who's good at gymnastics and thievery. She's not a physical threat, she's a sneaky threat. She's more likely to rob Craven than she is to beat him in a fight. I get going after Electro, but then you put on like rubber gloves and stuff. So, oh, now his electricity doesn't affect me. Scorpion, well, I built up a computer immunity to his poison. The one really deadly thing outside of having a giant knife in his tail. Like, there's no real threat to these people because there shouldn't be a threat to these people. You're making the threat useless. You know? The threat that these enemies have on Craven are negated, so they're not interesting for him to fight. That's one of the big points of Craven. Not only is he not capturing his enemies that he wants to fight in a cage brawl, but he's having such a high advantage against them that it might as well be two guys in a street fight with just a pair of knives each. It's not really serious because if he was facing the Rhino, well, what would you do against the Rhino? Well, he'd take him out of his suit or put him in an area that's very hot so he can't breathe properly, ha ha ha. Or maybe he'd strap him down to the floor while he just punches him over and over again. Well, you're damaging my hand, so it's quite a fair fight. No, it's not a fair fight because you're taking out the aspect that these villains have against you. You know? That's why I see all the deaths in the game not justifiable. Scorpion, Electro, Shocker, all these people, and Black Cat potentially, because, even though she didn't die, and Rhino because his head was in the wall in a developer thing, but like, all these characters that could have died make no sense because he's not challenging them on equal footing. He's making it really easy for him to win, when in reality he should be going for a hard fight that is winnable. Black Cat makes sense if he wasn't making everyone else so much weaker. And he was like, okay, so those people aren't skilled in fighting, so what if I go with someone who's skilled at fighting? You know? Just waiting for the healing to go, because as you saw I lost half my health. That's not good. I think that's just the problem. Also the fact that Black Cat was able to get something from Doctor Strange's like Sanctum Sanctorum doesn't make sense because we've never seen Doctor Strange. He could have incredible defenses, but nope, Black Cat got in. I don't know. It's like with Black Cat, for example. I just think that it's like, okay, so the reason that like you're protecting, like saying Black Cat should be able to go is because she's got a girlfriend in Paris, and it's like, well, Paris has a bunch of expensive things. She could be lying in theory, and there's nothing in the game that states that she's not. So if we find out she is lying, it'll make Miles and Peter seem like absolute idiots. these characters that are supposed to be really quite smart are now being shown off as idiots. So we're gonna wait again. And it's like, you know, like, Black Cat has lied before to Peter, so it's not like, you know, he knows for certain she wouldn't lie about having a girlfriend. It's just sort of like, if she said boyfriend, would Peter have believed her? Is coming out as, you know, bi, potentially, like, that big of a thing? Like, I don't think it is, personally speaking, as someone who's pan. You know, like, I don't think it should be that big of a thing. That Peter and Miles were like, yep, that makes sense then. She would not reveal that unless it was truthful, you know? And yes, I am purposely, like, messing up. Doing aspect, I'm just trying to get the jumping and timing down a little bit better. Umbrella is really annoying. Oh yeah. Wait, that's going right through it. Oh yeah, I think I remember this. I'm trying. Oh my god, this is annoying. You found out why the power source is bad, guys. Nope, 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 that guy, okay, that guy's a mole. You're a mole, Ah! Come on! I'm losing health here! Oh my god. Okay, using the D-pad now. I'm using the D-pad now. Okay. Okay, work. Oh! I really liked it when he failed, like, repeatedly at this. It was really funny. It was my favourite part. Die already! Finally, combat! We're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna wait a little bit on this point. Oh, I'm really hating this. Oh, there's only pure hills at 10. But yeah, I just don't like it sometimes when games like make bad story decisions almost for the plot. And Spider-Man 2 just consistently makes those problems. This is the first one of the day, by the way. This single run's been going on for over an hour. And it's going to get way longer because of this stupid pure health thing that I got. Like, Miles shouldn't really be scared or whatever about, like, you know, oh, well, Mysterio, my head's all messed up. You just stay for Haley, and then if he stayed, Harry wouldn't have had to, you know, do that. And Spider-Man is a lot about willpower and strength and mental strength and pushing past your limits, and he can't push past his limits for, like, a couple, like 20 more minutes. You know? It's annoying. You know? Waiting and waiting. Also, like, how does anybody know that Miles is actually Spider-Man? Because in the Mysterium thing, like, do they not have any way to view the people's dreams to check if it's going wrong? If they did, they would have found out that that's Spider-Man. Like, Miles is Spider-Man. It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't. You could say, well, it's a specific mental-based illusion for the person. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. And technically Harry does destroy the machine or whatever, if I remember right, in the cloning mission stuff. But like, you know, that should have been a moment where like they should have been like, I don't know, it's not that bad actually, it's not that bad. I don't know. As another point to the MJ stuff, I think MJ should be able to do stuff, yes, but in this game it goes past like the point of like fives or whatever, being like, oh well, you can deal with the guy's minions if the guy's not there. That's fine. Just like, you know, make sure you have my number on speed dial ready in case anything starts going wrong. You know, with like the coordinates attached or something, right? Maybe the boss gets hard the more time I wait, I don't know. Maybe, that'd be annoying. Try not losing my health this time. Lost some health. Okay, now we wait again. Like, I think, like, a danger level 5 is, like, anything with the basic minions. A danger level, like, 6 or 7 is, like, you know, like, Tombstone. You could probably outrun Tombstone for these, like, yeah, MJ could probably outrun Tombstone. An 8 or a 9 is, like, Peter's actual villains are in the area. Like, you need Peter to be ready, be, like, close by. And danger level 10 should be get out of there, and that's, like, Venom's there, or, like, an entire army of people is there. Like, if MJ messes up, she's either going to get captured or dead. And usually dead. Like, and the game is just like, oh yeah, she's as capable as, like, Peter and Miles. It's like, no, she should be capable, a journalist, capable, but she shouldn't be allowed on the incredible dangerous missions and be thought as, like, a normal... Even with the taser and her martial arts training, that shouldn't make her on the same team. Like, Daredevil and, like, Iron Fist are notable examples of, like, people who could get really badly injured, but Daredevil has, like, the awareness factor. Like, he should be able to deal with people even coming in from, like, ages away, as long as he's focusing on somewhat on those people. But, like, Iron Fist is just a guy with, like, strong fist and chi and good martial arts. But MJ shouldn't be on their level of martial arts anyway. I forgot about Dash. There's 6 of those now. HR office? I give you a HR. I'd like to, yeah, let's just go HR. I'm thinking, like, hopefully we get the control room. I'm really hoping for it. Also, Tombstone never comes back. It would have been really... I think the game could have had like all the villains that have been reformed come and help. Imagine if Tombstone and like, at least Tombstone and Mysterio came out to help, you know, in the final battle. That would have been really cool. I don't know, you could say maybe not Mysterio, but you get my point. It would have been nice if everybody helped during that scene. Danica even herself says like, you know, we came together as a city and helped out, and you know, we drove back those guys, and it's like, no, Peter, Miles and MJ did it. Like, are you counting yourself as MJ? Is everyone like, well, that one random person helped out Spider-Man? It's like, well, the Spider-Man, like, you get my point. A lot of the game seems cut, and also Danica and J. Jonah Jameson's like dialogue, it's just, Danica's always in the right, and J. Jonah's always in the wrong, while in the first game, and even Miles Morales himself, like, at least they're not as bad. They're not as bad. It's not just one side versus one side, it's genuinely just like, both sides have their own thing. It's really interesting, because like, in the first game, J. Jonah is like, we need Spider-Man to help us. Huh? Stupid. Oh. Okay, now time to wait a bit again. But like, I think, like, so many problems with the game are just, there wasn't enough time, there wasn't enough, like, development, there could have been more development, there could have been more of this, there could have been more of that. There are so many aspects of the game that could have been vastly improved. We need a director's cut of this game or something that just has the original game, you know, on it, and a bit more story, and, you know, it's made a little bit better. Because the big problem that I have with when people are like, you know, we're giving the developers versions, or we're getting the disc to be made, it's like, okay, so the game can't really have any more story changes. The game's story is kind of firmly there now, you can't change it, you can't add more, you can only add like tweaks to the gameplay really. And that's what I don't like about the recent gaming stuff. It's like, yes, we can have downloadable content, yes. We can, in fact, have all this extra, you know, stuff to be downloaded, and it's like, can we pick between story versions? Can you make a new story version? No, that'd be too much effort. There's a difference between patching the game and actually making a new story mode that we've improved upon, and like, there's less rushed and stuff. No, you can't have that. Middle management would hate that. They'd have to come back to a game after so long. That would be mentally insane. Why would you think such a thing, you know? Also, I'm currently reading Death and Resurrection of or Life and Death of Superman, the first 30th anniversary thing. No. It's good so far, I think I got through like half of it. Ooh, it's really good. It has like an evolving dark side called like Doombreaker. I like that Superman's son names him. I don't know. Like, I'm literally doing nothing right now. I can literally read the title. At least the side of the title. Death and Return, Superman. I thought it said Death and Resurrection. Anyway, yeah, it's a really good comic so far. I don't know. It's weird to say that I really enjoy the DC stuff that I've been reading recently, like Batman and the Outside, the first one, JLA Rock of Ages, DC's I Know What You Did Last Crisis. You know, I talk about them a lot more on the stream stuff in the background, you know, if you're willing to watch for 6 hours for like 20 minutes of discussion. I don't know. Maybe because I'm like yapping about like Spider-Man 2, I'm actually winning this, but I don't know. Yeah, but tomorrow it should be, you know, the time I finally beat that Doom Eternal thing. On a boss and probably move on to the DLC at some point. Gain transfer 35. Ooh. Rumble Servant. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Nice. Yeah, nothing I can really get, you know, with the 34 left over, but... Bye, man. Okay. Like, it's the fact that, you know, a speed run, like, of the game, it's only like a couple hours as well. It's like even that alone is like movie length, you know? Yet they can't tell a convincing story, gameplay wise and thingy wise, and they can't, you know? Like, Across the Spider-Verse and Spider-Verse itself are both amazing stories, right? Into and Across are great. Yet this game, with more time than both the stories, couldn't be made as good. You know, it's weird to say, but like that's my genuine opinion. It's like those games have a great story and lots of depth put into them, but because but we also had to make an actual game, so you know we can't make it because of the stories. It just feels like such a lie. Which I know is like a bad way to say it, but like it feels like they could have done more. Okay. Okay. Are you ready to perhaps win the game? I don't think I am, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try as hard as I can. Okay. Also, to a degree, the first game, like they tried to make like the second game is harder. You can't heal, you know, with part of your health bar, you know, and like, haha, that's cool. And you know, the abilities are on like cooldown, so you can't use them, you know, instead of your healing. And it's like, well, that was technically part of the challenge with Miles Morales. You know, like Miles Morales itself is a harder game. Like even like playing the original game on Ultimate, you didn't have health bars. So like Silver Sable in like the DLC was like so hard because you just didn't know what you were doing. Miles Morales hard mode isn't even that hard either. You know, it's weird to explain, but like the games weren't really hard. And then like the second game, they do features that just are more annoying than rather being hard. Yeah, so if I like there's apparently like a 3-hour 44-minute like speed run. It's like, okay, so the game's about like 20 hours if you do like everything, you know, usually less than that if you take away this random swinging you're gonna do. But like they aren't able to tell a story as good as like Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse, or like even Wolverine versus Deadpool, like Wolverine and Deadpool, you know, like, and all these like cool storylines. They're not able to tell a convincing one or one as good as these storylines that happened years and years ago. And it's like the first game story was decent. You know, it's a good 8 out of 10. You know, at least, which is great. Miles with Finn, it pushes it down to like a 6, but because like Finn's not a good character and like she's annoying, because she literally like is like, yes, I will technically attack, you know, Miles' mother. And yes, we're still friends, Miles. It's like Miles never talks about that or whatever. And it's like, okay, but like in Spider-Man 2, it's like the story's all over the place. It's like so much longer than an actual like movie or whatever. But like it just doesn't feel complete. It feels like it's missing like, you know, a solid extra like 40% of finishing touches and coolness, you know? Like the game's only at 60% done. Okay, I'm gonna put on some music on in the background for myself. So, yeah, I'm gonna really try and lock in. So I'm gonna shut up outside from the talking segment, really, if I can. My Hero Academia has been too many months ago. Whoa, he doesn't even have dialogue. No. And I don't mean it, Okay. You're gonna shoot him from the mouth, dude. Kaboom! Yeah, I'm definitely getting carried by the abilities, by the way. This game is hard. The widget. Investigate is 35. No, I don't want that. Golden anime, I got 100%. Yeah. See you later, I'm going to take it. I keep thinking there's going to be more game. It'll be like Banny of Isaac with the mum fight. Mother. I think this unlocks like more and more. What? Uh-oh. Oh, well, it was about time, huh? You're only slightly late for the final problem. My first is in the ground, but not in this. My second clue is your mirror. Enough! I can care about your tired old Vizzle's time. I should have known you were behind this 2-bit conspiracy. I should have healed. I'm an idiot. Oh, well, come now, old friend. I came with that one specially for you. I guess I need to finish the Soho's work for them then. Come on and try, you filthy traitor. Look at this little guy! Come on! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Kaboom! Oh, I should have waved, huh? Kaboom! Ah! Oh, come on. Kaboom! Woof! Did you see that? Kaboom! Kaboom! Save time! Waste time. Whoa. Well, I admit that my strategy may have been a little convoluted, but in principle, silence! I have a vacation to take, and I hope that by the time I get back, temporal normality will be restored. Oh, I think I'll be holding a little something back to make sure our demands get met. Why, of course. Look at time. Majority shareholder in Deaf Incorporated, head of the Inevitable Time Department, an entity created from quantum causality. Time likes to appear to others in a way that reflects his character, i.e. swinging between total senility and chaotic deviousness. At the company, as someone appearing at the top of the company organization chart, it was a little circus magician's suit, adopts a grouchy demeanor, and dons a white beard before going totally off the rails. Recently, if we can say that, Time has been scheming in the corner, refusing to meet Boss one-on-one. Why? When the company was founded, Time was already walking alongside Death and his loyal companion Jacob, as with Life, to whom we felt very close. This millennium-long association was built on common ground, with Life and Death both sharing an interest in light-heartedness, sarcastic comments, dark humor. It seems that the conflict began when Life kept Death at arm's length over their joint career plan. It would or should have worked better had either of them have been able to keep their egos behind for a minute or two. From the point of view of millennia-old beings, well, that's roughly equal to eternity. There's not really much in it. Right, that's enough. I can't take any more. I need a vacation. That's impossible as well, you know, not until you treated our mutual friend unfairly. I already have. Come on, let's get back to normality. The quantum chaos and all that. That's enough. Oh no, a little riddle first. How many times did needles cross a clock? What a pain. Oh! I'm gonna shut up. He got his vacation! Okay, I couldn't. We beat the game! Woo! I got Beach episode, by the way, at the end of that fight. It's a kind of quest song, obviously about beach episodes of anime, and it's perfect. And I was looking cute, and I laced it in. Yeah, and today's a bad guys, and today's a rap star. And this is cool. We go need the beach episode. Myself, how many questions then? Guess you don't want something. I get myself after I have my silver ring. I don't know, like I watched an 8-hour thing, which is a lot of hours, about like, it's gonna sound sad, the fact that I watched it over like a couple of days, right, and it was like long, so I was like, alright, I'll watch this much per like day, anyway, and like, they were talking about it, and I was like, wow, this game is kind of bad. Like, I already knew the game was bad, but nobody went like as in depth as you could go within like 8 hours. Of like, obviously they were doing it as a live stream, but like, it was a lot of depth in a way to be like, oh yeah, so like a lot of the aspects of this game are bad because it wasn't thought through as well, and like especially the point about like, oh, I got Hero from Flow, but like, there's a lot of aspects of the game that aren't really as good as they could be, especially considering the story is so long. Like 20 hours is a long time, but like, realistically speaking, it wasn't even that long. Oh my god, I gotta mute, pause. Oh. Oh, vacation cut short. Obviously, that run was crazy overpowered, by the way. That run was crazy overpowered. No, I got my blue chest, it's all done. Oh my god, I did. They didn't even get me a level up. But yeah, like, one of the best points they made was genuinely like, yeah, but why is it not the best? Like, people say, well, if it was given more time. And, like, that's an issue because, well, the game's already, like, 20 hours long. Or, like, and the story mode is at least, like, a couple good, like, 10-ish hours. Right? Or whatever. Or 5 or whatever. Right? But, like, the problem, they were literally saying that, like, yeah, but, like, Into and Across the Spider-Verse get through with, like, a shorter time length, but are way better. And, like, all they had to do was at least be as good as the first game, or at least as good as Miles Morales, where, again, the only issue with that game is the major villain at the end. Like, and Miles not really, like, standing up for himself. And even then, that game's, like, 5 hours long. Like, Miles Morales was a pretty good game. If they just improved Finn, the game would be great. The open world stuff is amazing. Anyway. Oh, boss! Listen, Quinn. I'm in a very bad mood because of looming at the time. I'm starting to seriously doubt myself. Well, in that case, boss, I have some good news for you. Olivia and I have been working on some quantitative applications. Quantitative aberrations, I assume. Yes, that's it. But according to Olivia, Mr. Time is only able to cause so much chaos at Death Inc. because he's managed to take control of a tipping point in the space-time continuum. I should really be checking if my audio has been coming through, because if it hasn't, then I've finally won the game and I sound awful. Space-time continuum? That's the one. But I don't know how to explain the rest. Olivia will be able to tell you more. I just wanted to warn you. Very well. Thank you, Quinn. Yeah, it is going through. Okay. Now we're going to continue listening to my Flow song. Flow is such a good artist. I have to recalculate everything. Every last thing. How is it possible to record a 42 increase in production, but a 78 drop in turnover? Where is the dividends going? Sounds quantum paradox. Must be playing havoc with your calculations, Joe. You probably haven't taken them into account. Hang on. What? Time is responsible for this holistic disaster? Yes, but never fear. I'm working to restore normality. Our data is in danger, boss. It's tragic now. But if things continue like this, it'll be catastrophic. Unlock more, but more lucrative contracts. Soul Razor. Use a few slices enough to increase your destructive power. I assume it's a weapon. And free piercing. You know, I would like to just end it here, but I want to go a little bit longer. I want to go like 1 to 2 more runs, just to get the quest dialogue of time done. Well, boss, how do you think your fight against your associate went? He's not my associate, Jocelyn. He's a traitor, a turncoat, and a usurper. Well, yes, he is, but he remains your partner. Your associate, if you prefer, according to the contracts. Anyway, practically speaking, yes, but my nerves on the other hand, especially after all his stupid riddles. They're a real pain in the ass, if you pardon my French. Yes, but what do you make of his latest riddles, sir? How do you explain how he's manipulating quantum fluxes to cause all this chaos? Well, I have no idea. That's the problem with chaos. Who knows what's going on? Can you guess what he's trying to say? Who knows what's going on beneath that cloud of his? Okay, nevertheless, it would probably be a good idea to search absolutely everywhere. Who knows? It's such a big company. The solution surely must be right under our noses. Complete one world without taking... Oh my god, no. Yeah, sure. Listen, car boss, don't worry, I'll drive. It's such a good song. It's the song from Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Patrick, do we have anything about in the archives about time? As a majority shareholder, would it be possible for him to... Hey, wakey, Patrick Thuggins, hello? Huh? Oh yes, Mr. CEO, sir. Oh. General, you were saying? You're asleep, buddy. Yeah, sorry. Ooh. This 440-hour work week is really starting to get to me. Yes, okay, whatever. So I was just wondering about time and all scheming. Do we have anything? A file? Report? Anything at all? Some sort of clue? Too slow on that one. Oh my. Slow down. Thank you, sir. Okay, tell me again. C-O-N... So, conspiracy with a Y like transparency. What the heck was that? Open a voodoo vortex that injures your enemies and improves your damage. The vortex is not only more powerful but curses and more bloodthirsty. 100% chance of cause soul rage. Oh yeah, I need to continue watching that video I was watching. A lot of people like God of War Ragnarok as an example is a really good story and works well with its time pacing. Yes, there's a lot of story moments, but not that bad. Especially if you fully read all the lore excerpts and stuff, but that's another thing. The game loses the social system, yes, but it also loses the little character bios and like the backpack collection, which generally added so much to that game because it showed you who Peter had fought already. Which is cool info to know. Ah, there you are, quick. I wanted to talk to you. Let's cut it to the chase. This is about your performance, if you can call it that, with Mr. Time. Dick, yes. Start by listening and not by interrupting. Then we can both get this conversation over as painlessly as possible. You are the only one who seems to be in favour of the appreciable overworking of minions and employees. So, let's not beat around the bush. Do you have any ties whatsoever with Time? Are you one of the traitors, Oshara? Betray you? No, of course not. My role consists of ensuring our objectives are met in their entirety. Not to mention looking after employee well-being. If you really cared, you would have put your vacation on the back burner a long time ago and dealt with it. That's cool. No. This is not permanent, I think. Like, I haven't tested this before, but I think this is not permanent, and that's the problem. It is a shiny one though, and I would like a shiny one. So let's go with it. Unfortunately for you, I'm not paid for giving advice. retirement.
Oh yeah, I forgot about something else. I really don't think about the game, but that's another point. Can't take it anymore.
Oh, did I hear that correctly? Ah, bah.
Let's get back to work. Jogging, squats, burpees, chop chop. No time for messing around, huh?
But Harry, you just told me you couldn't take it anymore. We've known each other for centuries, and I think it's the first time I've ever seen you show signs of fatigue.
What? Not at all. Come on, let's get to it. Let's get our blood pumping with 3 short 20-minute heel-to-butt workout. Actually, but look at this screenshot. Look at this screenshot. Actually, boss, you might be right. I'm exhausted, but I don't know what your colleague Time's up to, but I'm reaching the end of my tether.
I better not be pumped. I'm gonna be so sad. Pump could not do that to me. Screw you. The parasol is a mighty weapon when you want to go on vacation. No, I'm interested. Let's do this! Blow up! Vacuum! Oh, that was pathetic. I think that's a terrible trick. Yeah, so Miles has a side quest about black music, and I don't mind him doing that. But my problem is it talks a lot more about real musicians, and that's my problem. In that building there is only one non-real world thing, and it's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like, oh yeah, he was on S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's like, okay. That's the interesting part, learning about the differences between our world and the Marvel world, or our world, Marvel, and Insomniac's world. But the quest line is just about real musicians, and it's not interesting because I don't care. It's interesting if someone actually cares about that or finds that notable, but I just forget the information immediately. Because it wasn't interesting to me. That's the only intriguing flaw, I have to learn to do this. But it wasn't interesting for me because there was only one thing I actually cared about. Okay. Oh my god, yeah. I can now do some intriguing flaws. Probably not too many, but I can do some. The fact that you can skip Spider-Bot stuff, but you can't skip the actual annoying stuff, the MJ missions, is such a sign of not to say Insomniac's gone, whatever or whatever, but more so that they don't really care about our opinions in the game and just want to improve what they think needs improving. How they Brian Interhal was oh, but I really want us to show everyone how good MJ missions can be, and it's yes, they can be good, but you don't need to actively show us. Just have one and show us how improved it is as a fun experience. Don't try and go out of your way to show it as this amazing experience that we should all experience and be forced to. Why the spider bots, which are fun and genuinely pretty short,
like skippable, but not the MJ missions that are actively annoying to replay through. The spread bots are annoying to replay through, but if I had to pick one of the two, give me MJ skips or, you know, old Harry story skips, like the spider power and whatever. Properly. Like, those aren't to be skipped. I won't be mind. Like, if I'm inside a building, allow me to skip. Probably. Oh, Mr. CEO, what a lovely surprise. Mr. Patrick Buggins, have you come back to bother your poor old man? I suppose so, yes. I came to get a little snack to pick me up. I was thinking perhaps something highly caffeinated for a change. I'm sorry to be blunt, Mr. CEO, sir, but do you know why this weird machine requires a prismium to open? The thingamajig at the back of the shop? It's always done that. Try opening your eyes once in a while, Patrick. Now, Mr. CEO, sir. I don't mean that. I'm talking about the thing that looks kind of like a locked locker. You're not seeing things, am I? Ah, yes. No, indeed. Look, given the number of quadratic emanations around here, I wouldn't advise you to go any closer. Alright, Mr. CEO, sir. Thank you, Mr. CEO, sir. Have a nice day, Mr. CEO, sir. Well. Oh dear, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, boss man. Now that we know it's Mr. Time winning the show, fun time is over. But we're all behind you. Who's running the show? Hang on, Matt. What do you mean by that? I'm still the boss around here. Me, understood? Just to be clear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh no, I'm totally with you on that. But it looks like Mr. Time has been making moves to out you. And right now, he's the one pulling the strings. Look, I know things are a bit tough around the moment. But nothing's changed. I'm still the boss around here. Besides, I'm working on it, and I'm gonna get things back to normal. By the way, where are you hearing all these rumors? Is it what my employees are saying? I heard it from, well, a lot of your staff have come into the shop, and they're about to lay the end of all gospel. And, well, the weather's crazy at the moment. What happened to all the seasons, eh, boss? Yes. Right, so let's grab this prism, we'll look really here. And let's open up this locker, shall we? What? A piece of medallion. The third of the medallion represents death, with the sinister appearance of younger Zen just starting out, with an unsettling grin on his face. Back then, reaping was just done according to the rule of ancestral craftsmanship. Once he graduated from college, he wanted to dive right back into work and build his company. With the help of his closest friend, Vlad ended up working in the movie business. Saturday went home to look after his mom. Jacob was the only one left to support Death as he worked towards his dream. Until another incredible modern management guru came on the scene that it's finally overseas medallion. No? Okay. Let's beat Brad up. One day, do you think I might actually have the honor of catching you doing some work? I guess the quest isn't triggered. Because once you signed up, were burned off yourself. Let's do this! Oh my god, that's crazy. Burnout can cause anger issues, my dear Brad. Tread carefully. Oh, yeah, sorry boss, sorry.
I would recommend to check this out first because you can get upgrades that deal with that thing. Daredevil would be nice. So Angeli's hatred. I love this curse. Well, I mean, I love doing it. Like, I think the first MJ mission is the best MJ mission. It's the only one of the game that feels justified in itself to be here. Like, it gets a lot done. MJ basically got kidnapped. It makes sense that she, that would happen like that. As an example, it doesn't make sense that Miles wouldn't get to, like, the area faster than MJ could. Oh, screw you. Oh, God. Oh, for crying out loud. Problem? Migraine. Feels like my head's been split right down the middle. I'm gonna get a coffee, that'll help. Could it not be because of that thing over there? The one that wasn't there yesterday? Just by chance, Huh? No, boss. It's been there since yesterday, then. I saw now that you mentioned it. Ugh, my head hurts. Too much to think about. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. Listen, I think I've always been a bit sketchy. For starters, that's for a ton of animals. I don't know what it does, but it happens to be an icy Tomin pain dispenser. I probably feed it all the animals in the world. Don't be silly, Dylan. Jerry, I would never have had any silly missing break. What a ridiculous idea. Oh no, please don't raise your voice so early in the morning. Afternoon, I just don't know. After all that temple distortion nonsense, how surprising was to stick an axe through my head. How loud are those children outside? Oh, Jerry, please don't be bad. Claude, no. But no, Fall on my side. Your enthusiasm is understandable according on syncreticity. He's not so much a fawn as a great rusty spirit. I'm afraid time's not the thought. I'll stop you over a kind of word or two, which says disco music. Don't be fooled by party laughter, grandfatherly appearance. It's actually rather unpleasant to learn. Yes. It's actually true of all my old beings. Me, I am. Oh, nothing. It's actually none of your business. Forget it. Like, it actually looks like young if I felt like it. Can't be bothered. Very nice and all that. So they're in my house. Only one window's open. I have the need to check. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I win, I always feel great. Like, nobody talks about the suit powers being gone from this game. It's so sad. Because only having one suit power is losing suit powers, because the best thing about suit powers was giving reasoning to the, it was giving reason to you to get other suits outside of just, oh, well, this looks like a cool suit to wear. No. Let's just get the one defense. Don't forget I'm not responsible for your failures. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do one more run, then we're just gonna end. With me. That was seriously like one of the most broken runs I've ever experienced. I like the fact that the suit can transform into like a tux, right? I think that's pretty good, right? We can all agree. No, that's still games looks pretty really worthwhile. I gotta use more assets at time again. I'm gonna try turning this video to King and be like, hey, the first hour is like the best one I've ever had in this game. I still don't understand where like the power soul thing came in. Did I take enough money? No, sure. Oh god, why did I do that? Secret rooms are very rare. Probably not one down there. Oh boss, hey don't you think it would be better to let him out? That's too hardcore. I don't understand your question. Well, the employee locked in that thingamajig over there, the one that's closed up, can't remember the name. Sometimes you can hear it say things on the outside. It sounds important. Nobody's locked anywhere, Pumpkin. And where did that thing come from? It's always been there, hasn't it? At least, I think it is. I don't know anymore. Can't remember if it's been yesterday or 3 weeks ago. Well, never mind. Must be another consequence of the quantum disturbance time caused. I think a day passed. Because I didn't think to ask Patrick if we had some sort of sun cream. And for quantitative distortions, boss, I do have rather sensitive skin, you know. You think it's sensitive skin? Quantanic. Yes. Antique, boss. Oh no, antiquitic. Okay, let's just do it. The second piece of medallion represents life. I assume that's like the bottom left.
in all her splendour. Younger too, of course, with that mischievous look on her face. Oh. Basking in the glow of success, of setting up her little personal development startup. She knew all the tricks of the trade when it came to spending, succeeding in the business world, doublespeak, making empty speeches that were nevertheless motivational enough to give her employees a boost, giving them the impression they were in charge of their own work, etc. Life was driven by an enduring desire for creation, accomplishment, and performance, which really got on Death's nerves. She was only one step ahead of her increasingly fierce competition. Wait. Okay, I'm assuming life does around this personal business. Anyway, get ready for harder bosses! Yay! Boom! Yeah, but I hope we kept the medallion. It won't make us get all three in one run. That'd be cruel. Unlocking the elevator that takes me straight to Mr. Crank's office on Max's office. That is the second to last stage. Mr. Crank is just in the physical department. Anyway. Okay, we can't get any new upgrades, so... like, I think Spider-Man 2 is a good game. Don't get me wrong. But I think it can be vastly improved by just having better writing. I feel like the writing should have just been better if they were going for 20 hours. Or like maybe they should have a director's version that just has like the rest of the stuff in the game. There's a lot of options here that would fix everything. Huh? I knew it! It has nothing to do with your noting anything about your internship report. Post-its are precious. They're for writing down strokes of genius, not for making childish colleges. But we were going to give it to the boss to cheer him up, because he looks a bit sad sometimes. Aww. Well, okay, this time. But if you have to return them tomorrow, I have ideas to put them down on them. Aww. I took a screenshot, Pim. No, Jacqueline, I don't want you. I want the doll. Where's the doll? Where's the doll? Where's the doll? I want to check out the parasol. Oh, I don't think I have. Let's grab the... Where's the legendary one? There's two more of these apparently, by the way. Legendary. There you go. It's damaging rain like in the time area. Slow down if you want. I guess basic unit. Yeah, oh it's no. Yeah, you have to use this gun. Oh, I got confused, didn't I? Okay.
Maybe? I don't know. Don't know which does more damage. Don't know what does more damage. Don't know what do more damage. Let's see what I can buy. Finesse, aesthetic, uplikeness, magnificent, disorder, night, rock, I am pleasure, genius.
A night rock pleasure, genius.
I take it from these temporal forces and not to your liking, Mirabelle. I don't understand a word you're blabbering on about. Were you able, even for a fraction of a moment, to understand the boundless immensity of her genius? I'm afraid time's not the sort to get all sloppy over a kind word or two. Sorry, I think I put you in my armpit for a while. Much less disco music. It's been the same week over and over again, during which we've struggled to untangle the vital time has caused. Not even... Imbricos, That sounds right. Did you even notice? Of course. Nothing escapes her sharp eye. But she must be reminded that of your downfall, your melancholy that feeds her inspiration. All that interests her is the work, the art. One star, one vision. I see how this looks. Oh. Oh. Yo, this is going to confuse the hell out of the next person who clicks on the video. Like the next time I play this game, this is going to confuse the hell out of me. Oh, is Pim's little note thing here still? Ooh, that's lovely. Ooh. It's gonna be lovely when I have to do a cat letter in a couple of minutes. Anyway, buy it. Do. I'll see y'all next time. While I get my coconuts out. The coconuts are coming undone! Woo!